When last we left off on our quest for the Amber Jewel, Mitch, myself, and two very handsome garçons were trekking towards Tehran. Olaf had set up quicksand to block our path. But now, we take a look back towards America, where at the trailer park, Larry and Mitch's beloved, Meredith, were in the midst of conversation.
It sure is a pretty moon, isn't it, Meredith?
Oh, I love it here. It is gorgeous when the full moon is out.
Lots of people make fun of living in a trailer park, but
Oh.
I think it's the life.
It's my most favorite place to live. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be here? Look, all this open space, the chairs. I love it so much.
I have to say it's been nicer ever since you moved in.
Do you really think so?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think Mitch is going to be, I hope he's happy that I moved in early. What do you think?
Sure he'll be happy. I mean, I can just imagine how happy he'll be coming home one day and walking into the trailer and seeing you with those beautiful eyes.
Oh, I hope so. I want him happy, and he's always kind of insecure about my love for him.
Meredith, you know, we ought to brace ourselves for the fact that Mitch might not be coming back. He has been gone for 6 weeks already, and we haven't heard anything.
What?
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Do you know something?
No, I'm just saying he's off on a dangerous mission, and who knows what can happen, and, you know, we just might have to brace ourselves. I love you.
What?
I'm sorry. I just can't hold it in anymore. From the moment you walked in and Mitch introduced you to everybody, I just fell in love with you, Meredith.
Well, Larry, I have feelings for you, but I'm in love with Mitch.
No, I know, but are you really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Really, I love him.
But maybe it wasn't meant to be between you two. I mean, you have to admit, he's always running off, isn't he?
But that's what I love about him. He runs off and he goes away for months, weeks at a time. I enjoy that.
But maybe that's a sign that he's not ready to commit to you, and maybe he doesn't deserve someone like you.
Did he say something to you?
No. Listen, Meredith, for my whole life, I believed that I wasn't worthy of love because of some stupid curse over some stupid gem that my stupid grandfather told me. I never even liked the old man. You know, he smelled. But nonetheless, I let it cripple my entire life. And sometimes, when there were people I had a crush on, I wouldn't even try to fall in love with them because I thought, what's the use? But now you've walked into my life, and I don't know, I feel something so strong and so powerful that I'm starting to think, what if there is no such thing as the curse? What if all of that is just balderdash and there's nothing but lonely people trying to find each other and maybe letting excuses get in the way? Excuses like, oh, he loves me so he runs away.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
If I stood here silently for a moment, would you?
Well, I did hear you were cursed, and how can you possibly love me if there really is a curse?
But what if there isn't? What if it's just all nonsense?
Well, then why did Mitch go? Why did he leave to go find it? So that... Does he not love me, and that's why he's looking for it?
I don't know. All I know is that you and I are here, and that's real.
Olaf, I knew you would show your face here eventually. Been a long time.
Yes, Bruno, too long.
I've been hiding out in an American trailer park for a while, but I expected I'd see you in the desert, in this place where we first met.
Yes. You were with my father when he stole the jewel from Tehran initially, weren't you?
I was. But I've regretted it my whole life. And that's why I found it. I found it again in some American castle.
It was you?
I put it back where it was, Olaf.
Bruno, what?
The curse is lifted.
Bruno, no. Don't you see? My mother. She will never view me as a man, as an equal to the greatness that my father achieved, unless I get the jewel and I make her some remedies.
But why does it always have to be what your mother wanted? What about what we wanted, Olaf? I know the world wouldn't approve, much less your mother, but I know you felt it.
Olaf, for years I'm sorry, I'm Olaf. Bruno!
Do you even see...
You fluster me so! Then, you saw it. The original resting place.
It's beautiful.
Of the Amber Jewel.
Yes.
Are the myths really true? Is the guardian of the crypt in which the jewel lays real?
I'm not telling you anything about it. Not if you're just gonna go off and leave me again.
But I must find it, and I must know what dangers I may face along the way. Is the legendary beast that guards the crypt still alive?
Yes.
Oh.
It's dangerous. You'd rather risk your life. You'd rather die than just live a life, a regular life.
Bruno, a life with you, fishing on the Mediterranean, skiing the alpine forests. Would that really be a regular life?
It would be a happy life, one where you don't have to go off in air balloons and fight people and hurt yourself day after day.
But, Bruno, if I don't get the jewel, my mother will disinherit me.
Damn your mother!
I'll lose the castle. I'll lose the riches.
We don't need a castle or riches. Please, Olaf, please.
Bruno, you have always been my finest assassin. And now I must ask you to kill one more thing.
No.
The love you feel for me in your heart. For you have already betrayed me by stealing this jewel and not returning it to me.
I've helped you. The curse is gone. Don't ask this of me. I can't.
Outside the limits of Tehran, at this very moment, Mitch McCracken, my nemesis, seeks his way meandering through the fields of quicksand. Go.
Yes. Yes.
Make sure he never arrives safely.
That is true. And we were one Garçon down, the second one, hanging by a thread in the quicksand. Mitch and I trying to pluck him from it. Mitch, he's sinking!
I can't pull him. Well, losing him.
Garçon, if there's one thing we could tell your loved ones, what would it be?
Merci d'avoir fait une flambée, de flambée.
I have no idea what he said.
I don't speak French.
Damn it, Nick. He's gone.
I'm sorry, Garçon number one. I'm sorry, I have no idea what you said. Mitch, it's so treacherous here. I'm afraid either one of us is bound to sink into that quicksand if we take one false step.
I don't know what to do, Nick.
Mitch, this reminds me of one of our other adventures. There must be a trick to this. Something that Olaf did when he planned where all of the quicksand traps were. Think, what do you know about Olaf?
He loves his mother.
He is a mommy's boy.
He's half German, half Russian.
Is that what he is?
Yes. A little bit of Czech in there too, mixed in for good measure. Wait a minute.
You know what? When we were losing Garçon number 2, I was noticing some sort of pattern, like the quicksand was spelling out a word. The first one looked kind of like a B.
B.
The second one was an R. The third one was a U with an umlaut.
Bruno? Bruno?
Bruno. Does that mean something to you, Mitch?
His #1 assassin.
Oh, how could I forget? The deadliest assassin the world has ever known.
Wait a minute. One time, in Paris, 15 years ago, I was at the Louvre, deciphering some antique parchment. In the distance, I saw Olaf with Bruno, holding hands and admiring each other.
Whoa, in an art museum, no less.
That's right.
They were lost in each other's eyes.
Now I understand that Olaf's mother is quite demanding of him. Being my nemesis for so many years, I get a sense of who he is. He must have figured out a way to circumvent these quicksand. We must follow. What do you see in there, Nick? Is that a B right there?
We passed the B before, the R and the U with the umlaut. That must be the N. We just need to traverse around the edge. Good job, Mitch. Ooh, good. Okay, it curves that way.
It can't sustain the weight of both of us. You go next. Be careful.
Okay. Wow. We're doing well, Mitch. Now, I need to tell you something.
What?
I saw a reflection of light about a click that way. It looked like it could perhaps be a sniper rifle.
You're kidding. Wait a minute. I see it too.
On that ledge. Is that Bruno?
It's Bruno. But why hasn't he taken the shot?
Ah! Get down, Mitch! Okay? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Are you?
Yeah.
We got lucky. That's not quick.
Mitch!
I'm hit. I'm shot. I'm bleeding.
We gotta get you to safety. Here,
I'll be okay, Nick.
Here. Hold on to me. Come on,
Go.
back. Hurry!
Go, jump!
Bruno's taking more shots at us! 3!
If you wish to live, come with me. Here, quick.
We don't have any time!
You'll be safe inside here.
Who are you? What is this place?
This place can only be seen by people who know exactly where it is. Otherwise, they see nothing except the sand and the dunes. If you wish him to live, pick up that urn and pour the water from it upon his wound.
Nick, you have to find the amber jewel, Nick.
Then you pour the water on it. If it works, he will sing a lullaby.
Suddenly, before I could hear whether or not it worked, Mitch had a hallucination that was described to me later on. This hallucination took place in a most peculiar location. Of course, in the film, it was in a concrete room that was fairly unflattering, but in real life, what colorful location was his hallucination set?
Bathroom.
I heard something up there.
Amusement park.
Yes, it was in the bathroom of an amusement park where he saw something very peculiar going on between Larry and Meredith. There were carnies about doing their bathroom business. There was that carnival music so described to me. And Mitch looked over and witnessed his truest fear.
Meredith! It's so great to see you, Meredith. Meredith, it's me, Mitch. The love of your life. You're the love of my life, Meredith. Meredith, give me a hug. What is this? Meredith, it's me! Meredith! Meredith!
Suddenly, Mitch slipped on clown urine. A giant toilet flushed. He found himself swirling, swirling, swirling. And suddenly he was back on the floor, singing a lullaby inside of that mysterious place with that gentleman with the weird staff.
Rock my baby on the treetop when the bell breaks.
Mitch!
Wake up, pal.
Nick!
He will live. Set him there on the set page.
Get here on the settee.
Just because I live in a somewhat magical temple hidden from the human eye by the mists of mirology in the desert doesn't mean I can't have a settee.
I'm sorry I insinuated with my tone of voice that it was weird that you had a settee.
That is all right.
Well, thank you for saving me.
You are welcome. So, you seek the amber jewel.
Did you tell him?
No.
Yes, we did.
Mitch, you know what they say about the person who created the amber jewel.
You're right.
He has a settee.
What do you know of it?
I am he who has created it from the innermost recesses of the human heart, long before your kind roamed the planet, when your people were nothing but primordial ooze in the ocean. I lived, and I loved.
Then you must know that it's Tehran.
But my love did not love me. There were only two creatures like myself, me and her. And she would not love me. I'm the only other creature in existence, I said. But she laughed. It was at that moment I realized that love is only pain. And so I took the capacity for love, and I forged that amber jewel, and hid it away where you shall not find it, or at least some of you shall not. And those are the people who will be safe from love.
No, but you understand, I need to find it for love.
See what love does?
Love gives me strength to move on and fight regardless of injury. Love gives me the power to look at life in a clear way. Love gives me the strength to be who I am.
You are a fool to come here and search for love, especially, oh, wait now, Meredith.
How do you know of her? I had a
You
vision.
know where Meredith is now?
She's back in the trailer at my home, but I had a vision that she was dancing with
Larry! That handsome man.
Yes.
That terribly charming and suave individual.
Yes.
That man who right this moment is sweeping her off her feet and dancing rudely with her in the carny.
The spoon is more than the bullet, Nick. I feel like I'm dying as I lose her.
I tell you this. Stay away from that jewel. I hid it in order to protect you, Mitch.
And suddenly, when Mitch and I opened our eyes, we were outside of that curious chamber, and we were lying in the sand.
Oh, there you are. And Nick, oh, God, I've
been looking everywhere for you. It's me, Mr. Brown, from the trailer park. Come on, hi. I've been following you everywhere. I heard that you were going to the desert, and I was just so scared for you, and I thought, well, maybe if I could come along and I could help you.
Mr. Brown?
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Brown, you came just at the right time. There's an assassin named Bruno, a horrible, ugly, disgusting creature who's taking shots at us.
And I've been wounded, Mr. Brown.
Oh. Well, did you know I went to med school? Maybe I could help.
The only thing that can help this now is true love. I understand the curse now. And in some way, the curse has traversed itself and find its way to my heart. And if I don't find it, not only will Larry potentially steal Meredith from me, then I will die.
It's the jewel you're talking about, yeah?
The Amber Jewel, yes.
Good, because I heard you talking about it.
Listen, we're only about 2 miles away from Tehran. We must go there immediately. The coordinates lead right to an ancient mosque.
And so we did at once. And we came upon the mosque, where we went. But in the meantime, Olaf was about on his evil tasks.
This must be the American trailer park that Bruno told me about. How quaint.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, yes, yes.
I'm part of the welcome committee now.
Are you? Are you by any chance Meredith?
Yes.
Oh, you don't say. Well, I am a very good friend of Mitch McCracken, your boyfriend, fiancé?
He's my fiance, you know.
Oh, yes.
Isn't he wonderful?
Oh, we've been very good friends for a long time.
And you would be?
My name is, Orlando.
Orlando.
Yes, I am Orlando. And I am a very good friend of Mitch's, and he regrets that he has been away for so long, so he has sent me to collect you here.
Oh.
Yes, on my rocket-powered submarine. I have just arrived, and I am to bring you to Tehran.
Oh, how exciting.
Yes, for I and Mitch are planning a very special event for the two of you.
That's very exciting.
But of course, then will you join me?
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
Meredith, there. Oh, hello.
Hello,
Larry, this
sir.
is so exciting.
You'll have to excuse us, we were just packing up.
Mitch sent Orlando to come fetch me and take me to Tehran. Isn't that exciting?
Oh, Mitch is alive?
Yes, of course.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, at least for now. Listen, we are really in rather a bit of a rush, so if you would prefer to bring a +1, then I think that would be just fine. There is room on the rocket-powered submarine.
All right.
You want to go with us?
Sure. Very well, then if you'll pack your things and follow me, then we shall disembark right away.
Disembark or embark?
The one that needs to leave.
Depart.
Indeed. And so they did. Now, Mitch and Mr. Brown and I found our way to that mosque, and after solving a series of intricate riddles requiring us to use glass to reflect rays of light into some shiny jewel thing, we found ourselves underneath the mosque in a tunnel, walking for what seemed like many, many miles. Mitch.
The air's heavy, Nick. Humid, heavy, damp, moldy.
Mitch, how's your wound, pal?
It's getting infected.
What if I do this?
Don't touch it, you disgusting creature! Don't ever touch me or look at me! I'm sorry, Nick. I don't know whatever came over me. I didn't mean what I said.
It's okay, Mitch. I touched a sore spot.
No. That felt different. You've frustrated me before, but...
Mr. Brown, you've been around Mitch during the hullabaloo and fracas at the trailer park. Have you ever seen him like this?
Never.
Never. Maybe it's the infection. It's not only...
Unless it's your true nature coming out. Not that I think so. Just an possibility.
Let's keep going. Okay, now we're here. Help me push.
Mitch, are you sure you're okay to go on?
I have no choice, Nick. Help me up. Look. Look. A tomb. مواظب باشین اینجا که شما هم میاین. یه چیزی خطرناکی اینجا هستش.
Your farce is excellent, Mitch.
It's a dangerous morning. باید این در باز کنی تا ببینی تو چیه. Help me lift it, Nick. Mr. Brown, push it open. It's some sort of a... Wait, it's a skeleton. A mummified.
Whoa, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Mitch, you know what the old man was telling us about his history and how he loved that creature that could never love him back? Perhaps this is that skeleton.
There's bandage around his head. Look, its eyes are open! It's alive! What sort of sorcery is this, Nick?
You are not Koosh.
We're not Koosh?
No, we're not Koosh. Koosh, does that ring a bell to you, Nick? It sounds vaguely familiar.
Do you seek the Amber Jewel?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you shall not get it.
We need it. It's for love and life.
Its very creation is an abomination. For it stole my life. It stole my love. I no longer feel it.
It's doing the same thing to me.
You are destined to be like me.
I hear his thoughts, Nick. I see his visions.
Whose thoughts, Mitch?
I'm connecting into his world. I'm being dragged there, Nick.
Yes, you are.
Mitch, come on, pal. Mitch!
Mitch is gone. Brother.
That's not your brother. That's not Jackson.
Now, I shan't be alone. All right, we'll go this way.
Mitch! Mitch!
What are you doing to me? Larry, are you there? Larry, are you okay?
What is happening? What are you doing?
I don't know what's going on. We're on the submarine. How did we end up like this?
We'll be arriving shortly.
Who are you?
So we'll be embarking shortly.
I'm not telling you anymore.
Untie me.
Never! Don't worry, Meredith. Once I have the Amber Jewel, and your eyes gaze upon it, you will know and learn to love only me. And then you will bear me many grandbabies, and my mother will finally accept me as a man!
Shall I bring out the paddle, sir?
Not now.
Meredith,
What is going on?
I think we were fools to listen to this man.
I'm scared.
He's not taking us to Mitch. He's taking us to our death, or even worse,
What's worse?
death. And then he laughs at us.
Oh,
That's right.
horrible.
You fool, there's only one reason why I'm keeping you alive. For in the chambers of the Amber Jewel, there's a terrible beast. It must be distracted. I'm going to use you as bait, you pitiful little morsel, while I take the jewel and Meredith's love.
No,
It won't be me, it'll be a foul beast in a tomb of the jewel. Come, we can paddle now.
Larry, we have to get out of here.
I can't move my hands. They're stuck fast.
I know. I think I can get mine out. Just a sec. Look, my hands free.
Quick, untie me. Oh. Meredith, now do you see what I'm saying? This is all Mitch's fault. This is the trouble that he got us into.
I think you're right.
What is this thing we're on?
We're on a submarine.
A submarine?
That's what it feels like to me. That's what he said.
How long can you hold your breath?
5 minutes.
That's not going to work.
What would work?
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half. I could probably do it for an hour, no more.
Let's give it a try.
Okay.
Meredith, I want you to know that even though you don't love me, I still love you. And I'm going to do everything in my power in order to make sure that you're safe.
I love you for that, Larry, but not like that. Don't get your hopes up, but please understand, if you can do this for me, I'll feed you turkey casserole when we get back to the trailer park. It's my specialty.
Nick, come on, Mitch is done for. We don't need him anymore. Look, there's the tomb, and I wonder if maybe someone just hid the jewel. It's not. Sure, someone would have hidden the jewel just before the tomb of the beast.
Mr. Brown,
Yeah?
something about you seems familiar to me.
You've come by the trailer park a dozen times. What are you talking about? Let's just leave that in the past and...
I was curious why, when we first met you in the desert, there was gunpowder underneath your fingernails.
A man likes to protect himself from beasts of any kind.
Gunpowder from the same type of bullet which pierced Mitch McCracken. You're not Mr. Brown. You are a notorious assassin, Bruno.
So you know.
Yes. And it also seems like you were the one who put the amber jewel back. Am I right?
Will you trust me for a moment? I know you have no reason to, but...
I never trust a man with a pencil mustache.
It's very prejudiced of you. But regardless, yes, I took the jewel to help Orlo, and I put it back in its home, or close enough. I thought the curse would be lifted. I thought it would all be done with. But now that the jewel is gone, clearly the curse is still working on Mitch and perhaps Orlo too. Olaf.
Bruno, do you love Olaf, or as you call him by his pet name, Orlo?
The only thing I've ever truly loved. But it doesn't matter, he doesn't love me back. He can't. And even if he could, he wouldn't.
Bruno, I have a suspicion of where the jewel is, but I need your help. Mitch McCracken is my best pal. He raised me.
He's been awfully cruel to you ever since I've been around. Could see.
He's infected right now, and I need my Mitch back. Now that beast has captured him. And I know you know something that can get him back. Tell me, and I will get you that jewel.
You know where it is?
Scout's honor. I was a scout, so that's clear.
I trusted that. You don't have a pencil mustache.
So how do we defeat the beast?
He has to go through...
And as it was explained we jumped to the beast, and we began executing the plan, just as described to me by Bruno. All right, Bruno, as you said, the first step of the plan. Now, in the film, it involved a lasso. But in real life, can you guess what was the first step of the plan to knock Mitch out of his slumber? Tickling him. Excellent, Bruno. You should do it.
You're his closest friend.
I'll do it. Mitch! Gucci, 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 Gucci.
No!
The love, the affection, it's working, Bruno. Now the second step of the plan. Of course, in the film, the second step of the plan involved pulling the lasso towards us over the pit of lava. But of course, there's no pit of lava in real life, and there's no lasso. So what was the second step in real life? Can you guess?
Giving a wedgie.
Giving him a wedgie.
You must do it. It's for his own good.
Bruno, I appreciate you.
Very well.
What's happening?
No! You don't understand. You must not seek the jewel. You must not lift his curse. For he is already cursed. Just like Shah, my love.
I will break the curse.
Listen to me! He was a very insecure creature. When we were alone in the beginning of the universe, when all of you mortals were nothing but a twinkle in the eye of eternity, he thought that I hated him, but I loved him with all of my heart. But because of his insecurity, he created this stone with all of the emotion and all of the feelings of love that he had for me and I had for him, and it left us shells.
You loved me?
I did.
Why did you leave?
I was getting some dinner.
And suddenly, the two of them took a seat side by side on the carefully placed satay.
You were gone for 4 eternities.
To me, it was like 4 seconds. You know, timeless eternity is difficult to calculate time.
I was broken when you left.
You were broken before I left. But you didn't let me help.
I wanted to let you in, but I was afraid.
And that fear, it built a wall around your heart, and, well, it pushed me out. And it made you create that stone, and now look at us.
Is it too late, my love?
I'm afraid it is. For you have failed to complete part 3 of breaking the curse. And now you are doomed, Mitch McCracken.
Hold on.
Doomed to watch me wed your beloved Meredith.
No, never!
Bruno, I knew that you would be a sap and fail me. You would fail to stop Mitch McCracken. That is why I placed a homing beacon on you. And you have led me directly to the tomb with the jewel. But you have failed me for the last time.
Even your gun won't let you.
Bruno!
Mitch! Mother! Please! The jewel, it sits there on the altar. I will make you proud of me, Mommy.
You bastard!
I think you mean this jewel, Olaf.
Mitch, you have it!
Hand it over, Mr. Finch.
Destroy it, Mr. Finch.
No, Mr. Finch.
Don't do it, Nick.
That jewel is true love. Sometimes true love brings joy. Sometimes true love brings pain. But what I have learned is we cannot take it and shield ourselves from it in a sarcophagus such as that. We must risk our hearts and let true love act as it will on all.
Nick!
I understand now, Mitch. Olaf, you don't love Meredith. And you don't want to have countless grandchildren with her to please your mother.
Yes, I do!
Yes, he does.
No, you love Bruno, the person you just shot dead.
We all know it's true, Olaf.
Is this true?
Listen, Olaf, listen to me. Look at me. I've lived my life doubting myself, low self-esteem. That's why I go on all these adventures, these grandiose schemes, in order to prove to the world. But no, I'm trying to prove to myself that I'm worth something. You don't have to do this, Olaf. Please.
Yes, I do!
Yes, you do.
I want my mommy to love me! What? Put down the gun and enough pontificating and philosophizing!
You put down the door, I'll shoot.
Oh, you see what kind of man you would wed? One who would pull a gun on an old woman.
I made a mistake.
Are you going to let him get away with
I'm
it?
not going to make another one, Olaf. Nick, you have to destroy the jewel.
Don't do it!
Throw it in the sarcophagus, Nick. That's the only way.
I'll do it, Mitch.
I'm sorry.
My little baby boy.
Sometimes true love sucks. The curse is lifted.
What? Huh? My loan is gone.
So is my life.
Meredith. Meredith, are you okay?
I'm fine, Mitch.
He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, but where's Larry?
Larry? Why would Larry be here?
Larry died trying to swim out of that submarine.
He died?
Larry? Larry's dead? He was coming with you?
He saved my life, Mitch.
Larry saved.
He died. I wanted to tell him I loved him. But
What?
not in that way. But I loved him because he was sweet. And he knew what he wanted, Mitch. I don't know that you know what you want.
I know what I want now.
What is it, Mitch?
You. And a normal life.
It's not that amulet talking, is it?
No, the amulet's destroyed. My wound is healed. The curse is gone.
Are you sure?
I should have done this the right way the first time. Meredith, will you marry me? This was my mother's ring.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And so now, a few months later, in a trailer park in Middle America, the many inhabitants were celebrating as the wedded couple stepped down from the trailer church, now man and wife, with great applause.
I just want to say that I couldn't have done this without any of you. And how grateful we both are to have you in our lives, not only our friends, but our family. And I'm here to stay. Nick, I'm going to pass on the torch to you, buddy.
Me, Mitch?
I do. If you want it.
I don't want to be a school teacher anymore. That's okay. I was really jealous the whole time.
Well, give him my hat.
I'll be your sidekick.
And so,
Excuse me?
yes.
Oh, I'm Larry's grandma.
Larry's grandmother.
Yes.
Oh, come in, please.
Are you Meredith?
I'm Meredith.
Oh, and you must be Mitch.
I am. Hello.
Oh, hello. And this must be the trailer park where he lived. I didn't have an opportunity to visit him here.
We
Sorry for your loss.
Thank
put this
you.
flower garden and called it the Larry Garden.
Oh, he would have loved that very much.
Oh, I hope so.
I just wanted you to know that when his body was finally found, there was this water-soaked note that he had written, and I think you two should hear it. It says, "Dear Meredith, I was wrong to try to come in the way of you and Mitch. I should have known true love when I saw it."
It's very sweet. Thank you.
Oh.
Well, I thought for our honeymoon we could travel through the ancient jungle of Condoria.
Love that.
And so they did. And they embarked on quite a luxurious hot air balloon with an entire dining room and 2 fresh new garçons. The end.